pages now. And with us to do that is the author Emma Wolf and the broadcaster Pete Price. Hello again to you both. Pete, lovely to see you. New shirt. Emma, lovely to see you as always. All right, let's start off with the front page of The Guardian. Pete, this is one for you. So this is all about Partygate, of course, and The Guardian reporting there is new danger for the Prime Minister. He's already been fined once. What else is coming?
Yep, apparently the sources have said there are other fines on the way, second fines, maybe for the Prime Minister. We do not know as yet, but the sources tell us that's what's happening. Now, before I say anything, I am not a fan of Boris. I repeat that, I'm not a fan of Boris. Before you ever go at me on social media, but I've got to say, I would leave the whole thing for now. And let's get the war sorted, let's get Brexit sorted, let's get the state of the country sorted, let's get all the problems sorted, and then sack him. Because I don't know what the alternative is. And then the police should spend all this time as well going to all the other people that broke the law while the pandemic was on. Because hundreds of thousands of people have done it. Hundreds of thousands. And we've got a world to run because there's big problems. Yes, he broke the law. Yes, he's wrong. But what's the alternative? Frightens me. I am not a fan of Boris, but what's the alternative?
I mean, hundreds of thousands did break the law, but there aren't hundreds of thousands who are Prime Minister, are there? Emma, let's bring up your story, which is in the Telegraph. This is connected to Partygate. Perhaps you'll tell us what you're thinking about this. Is Tories' red wall crumbles over Partygate. This is new polling that says that Conservative support is slipping because of what's been going on in Downing Street and Whitehall.
Absolutely. So this is a red wall crumbling. New poll showing that the Tories are hemorrhaging support across that crucial red wall where they won so much support in the 2019 general election. And this is very much to do with the Partygate scandal. People are overwhelmingly telling the pollsters that they feel that they've been lied to, there's been a lack of trust in their politicians, and they're really just getting fed up. Support for amongst these red wall supporters for Boris Johnson is down to 38%. And at the last general election, that was 56% for the Conservatives. So they're facing pretty dire local elections, possibly at on the May 5th local elections. It's very, very bad news for the Conservatives at the moment. People really do feel now that whether he goes now or whether he goes later, Boris Johnson does need to go.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, won't we? We know that there perhaps is a vote of confidence coming soon. Let's bring up, Pete, your next story is from the inside pages of the Daily Mail. This is about, you touched a bit on it in your first answer, actually. It's about Brexit. It's the line saying that PM ready to tear up the Northern Ireland Protocol. Well, back to that, are we? What's going on here?
Well, what he's fed up about, he's fed up with Brussels. In fact, he wants to tell Brussels to do one. It's over the border checks, over the goods and crossing over to Ireland. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I don't understand the ins and outs, like many hundreds of thousands of people that are watching right now. But it seems ridiculous that Northern Ireland is part of us, that we've got this complication, and it looks as if he's still here, because we've just been told we want to sack him, if he's still here, will he get this sorted? It seems ludicrous. I'm in Liverpool area. We cross to Northern Ireland all the time, and it's been a bit of a pain. So I don't understand what is going on. I really don't. But a lot of people don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, Emma, can you shed any light on this? Do you think about what's going on with the Northern Ireland Protocol?
I can. Well, we've got crucial, and people don't understand this in the UK. They do not understand about Northern Ireland, but we have crucial Northern Irish elections coming up at the start of May, and it looks like Sinn Féin will be the majority party. Whether the DUP and Unionist parties go into power with them, it's a crucial time. And yeah, people in the UK don't understand it, and that's why it's so complicated, because people, even politicians, cannot get their heads around it, and it goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
and this latest thing on the protocol may be a sort of distraction technique, because we know that Boris Johnson is quite keen at the moment to get the focus off himself and onto other things.
Yeah, it certainly is. And also, remember, Brexit was done, but that one is still rumbling on a little bit. Anyway, Emma, another story for you in the inside page of the Daily Mail, and one that I'm just amazed at. Well, not amazed, but kind of surprised. Fruit and veg, half as nutritious as it was 80 years ago. What has happened here? It's getting worse, is it?
Well, this is devastating. I've been a vegetarian for many decades, and this is devastating. The experts have found that apparently our fruit and veg now contain up to 50% sort of lower levels of nutrients, really important nutrients, than they did 80 years ago. So this is things like iron, magnesium, sodium, and copper, up to 50% lower levels in our bananas, in our potatoes, things like that. And it's being blamed on the fact that we have imported produce, the fact that we have more industrial agriculture and things like that, and also these varieties. They have sort of higher yielding varieties.
Yeah.
But and it's actually putting Brits at risk of malnutrition.
Oh my
Say the
goodness.
Daily Mail. Not exaggerating at all.
No, of course not. Completely not hyperbolic in the slightest. Now then, Pete, does this mean we're going to have to go to 10 a day rather than our 5 a day, do you think?
Well, I'm older than both of you, so I remember when you used to buy vegetables with soil still stuck on it, and you knew you were getting the right sort of vegetables. But I couldn't be a vegetarian to save my life, Emma. Not to save my life.
Not even once a week, Pete, come on.
No, well, maybe once a week. Because I used to be a chef.
That's not being a vegetarian.
All right.
All right, well, a little agreement that we'll cut down on our meat use, just a little bit, but maybe have to increase our fruit and veg consumption if we're going to get the same amount of nutrition as we need. All right, let's go to Emma, your story. Sorry, Pete, your story in the This is about Eurovision, eh? So what do we...
It is indeed. Sam Ryder, lovely Sam Ryder, is going to be our saviour. Apparently we've got the fourth favourite to win the Eurovision this year, but it's all changing. He's got 12 million followers on TikTok. 100 million people have liked his songs. This guy is doing a presidential election type thing. He's going around the countries and busking the song to get people to come over. I mean, to me, it's just hysterical. Good on him. An Essex lad. Good on him, but, I remember, I'm just your Jack in the Box. It was all about the song, not going round being it's all gone mad.
Oh, I mean, Pete, I would love to hear you sing a little bit more. Do we know what Mr. Ryder's going to be singing? Can you do me a rendition?
No, I don't, but I can go and get my latest album and give a plug. I should have brought one.
Next slot, Pete. Next slot.
Instead.
We've got time for your next slot. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there for a moment. We'll be back with you both next hour. Pete, I'm looking forward to this shirt you're wearing. I hope it will still be a shirt. Emma, thank you very much. We'll see you in about an hour or so's time. All right, well, still to come on Sky News at Breakfast. We've got more on the war in Ukraine as President Zelensky continues to warn that Russia's invasion may not stop with his country. More on that coming in the next hour here on Sky News. Thanks for being with us.